When we receive a referral for a young person, there may be the times when we need to follow up and get a little bit more information. So that may entail a phone call to the referrer, or it may entail a phone call to the parent or the young person themselves. Once we have all of the information that we need, the referral is usually discussed at our team meeting. And at that stage, a clinician is usually assigned to meet with that young person. So that would be any member of our team. So the next step then would be the clinician would usually contact the parent and the young person and invite them to attend an appointment in the service, be it in the community or in the inpatient.
There can be a lot of unknown about the first meeting, so we're really conscious of that for a young person and coming to this new place, and child and adolescent mental health sign above the door. So the staff or the clinicians working are really aware of that, and would be really conscious to make it as relaxed as possible. So hopefully when you arrive, usually there'd be a receptionist that greets you, and you would check in with the receptionist and say you're here, and you'd be taken down to kind of a private space.
So on the first day, we would try and make them as welcome as possible, appreciating, I suppose, they're coming into an unfamiliar place with unfamiliar people. So we do try to make everybody feel as comfortable as possible. How we do that, I suppose, is by introducing ourselves, giving them a sense of who we are, letting them know they meet with 2 people on this particular day, but who else is behind the scenes. So maybe introducing the other members of our team by their name or what they do.
Usually the first appointment takes about an hour and a half. And during that first session, we would go through, a little bit around what our service is, how it works, some of our policies, what to expect when they're here. And that's kind of a little bit of what we have to do initially, and explain kind of what our service is about and what it's for. And then really we try and get a good understanding from the young person and their parents around what the presenting problem is, what's their concerns. And we get the young person's view and we get the parents' view as well.
2 members of the multidisciplinary team meet with the young people when they come in, usually with their parents or carers. And then one person usually asks most of the questions and the other person will take the notes. And really what that's about is it's really about hearing how things are that day when they're coming in and what's brought the young person and their family to CAMHS. What's the reason? How are things in everyday life? What's the impact of their difficulty on how they're living their life? And sometimes in the sessions we might meet the young person on their own for a little bit, and then the parents on their own, and then meet all together. So it depends again. If a young person really wants their parents to stay the whole time, we absolutely will do that. Sometimes young people just want to talk to us on their own. It's sometimes easier to talk about the harder things that have been going on without their carer or parent there.
So it's not that we're going to get everything. You don't have to worry about sharing everything in the first meeting. It's a real process. It's a real journey to figuring out what's going on and where to next, and what does the young person hope to get out from attending CAMHS.
And then what we do is we aim to create what we call an integrated care plan. And this would be done both with the clinician and the parents and the young person. And that really is the tool that we use to outline what the young person's needs are, but also to have a plan around how as a service we're going to meet those needs. And it's an opportunity for the family to identify what their main goals are for the service and what they want to get from the service in terms of support.